Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games and Collectibles. And today we're looking at the 1998 release by Corgi from their Corgi Classics series of TV tie-in die-cast vehicles, together with the miniature die-cast metal figure that came with these sets. Now this particular set we're looking at today is from the 1960s TV series The Avengers, which starred Patrick McNee as John Steed, and he was accompanied by several different actresses who played the part of his co-star in the series. So you had Honor Blackman, who played Kathy Gale. Then you had Dinah Rigg, who played Mrs. Peel or Emma Peel. And finally you had Linda Thorson, who played Tara King. So those were his co-stars. Now, the Avengers were basically a government agency that worked beyond the police, if you like, tracking down villains and so on. Originally it started as a serial which is starring Ian Hendry, who played Dr. Kill, but he decided to leave after the first series, and John Steed, who was his co-star in the season 1, became the main star of the TV serial, and he was in it right through to the time it finished. And he was also in the New Avengers, which ran in the 1970s for I think 3 seasons. Okay, now the Avengers TV serial ran for a total of 161 episodes, and it ran between 1961 and 1969. Okay, so this is the box that the set comes in. And right at the front it says The Avengers Corgi Classics contains detailed scale model and hand-painted white metal figure for the adult collector. And then you've got the John Steed hat, the gun and the rose that all became motifs of the Avengers. And behind the window you can see Steed's vintage Bentley. And just behind this window is a miniature white metal figure of John Steed. And it says it's set number 00101, vintage Bentley with white metal John Steed figure. Okay, so that's the front of the box. I'm just going to turn the box round to the back. And this is what we got on the back. So you've got an image of Steed and Mrs. Peel. And again, it says Corgi Classics, The Avengers. And again, you've got the top hat, the gun, the pistol, and the rose. And it says, first screened in 1961, The Avengers caught the mood of the swinging 60s more than any other series of the period. Throughout its initial 8-year incarnation, Patrick McNee as John Steed appeared first with John Henry, and then later with 3 consecutive strong independent heroines. Honor Blackman, who played Kathy Gale, Dinah Rigg, who played Emma Peel, and Linda Thorson, who played Tara King. Recreated in the 1970s as the New Avengers, the character of Steed remained intact, and it is his traditional umbrella and bowler hat, as well as his striking green Bentley, which are cornerstone images of one of the most famous television series ever. Okay, so that's the back of the box. Let's just turn to the side. And on the side, let's just zoom out a little bit so you get a better view of that. It says Corgi Classics 00101, vintage Bentley with white metal John Steed figure. And I think it's probably exactly the same. On the other side, you've got an image of Mrs. Peel, or has played by Dinah Rigg. And it says Corgi Classics, vintage Bentley with white metal John Steed figure. And if we go to the bottom, it was a rollout. On the bottom, you've got all the copyright information and so on. Made in China, you've got the barcode, and 1998 Corgi Classics Limited, Leicester, LE32RL, Great Britain. And Bentley and the radiator grille devices are registered trademarks of Bentley Motor Company Limited and are used under license. And then 1998 Canal Image UK Limited, Canal Rights Limited. So not suitable for children under 14 years. Some models may contain small detail points on edges. Okay, so that is the box it comes in. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to open the box, remove the item out, and let's have a look at, well, the figure and the car outside of the box. Okay, so I've removed the model and the figure from the box, and this is what we've got. So we get this little Corgi Classic item. Oh, so that's if you want information It says return for this coupon for further details on the Corgi Classic range and the Corgi Collectors Club. Latest catalogue flyers, Collectors Club information, Corgi Gold Star stockers, etc. And you fill in your details and just post that off. So that was what you did in 1998. Whether that still applies or not, who knows. Okay, so we get the John Steed minifigure. Now, if we just zoom in on that, it's not bad a figure, actually. So you can see it's John Steed, and he's dressed in his grey suit, and he's raising his bowler hat as he did, and he's holding his umbrella. And if I just come in, the facial features, although it's only a painted figure, it's not bad, actually. It's pretty good for the little white metal figures, considering there's not a great deal of detailing in them. And it was only paint, but that's pretty good likeness of Patrick McNee, who played John Steed. So yeah, very good likeness. That is. It is a very small figure though. So we're looking at size-wise, we're looking at 5 centimeters tall. That's from the bottom of the stand to the top of his bowler hat. And if I measure the width across or the length across the stand, we're looking at 2¼ centimeters, and width-wise, we are looking at 1½ centimeters. So it's quite a small figure, but it is solid metal, so it is quite a heavy figure for its size. It is still currently sealed in the plastic, so I can't take that off. But you can just literally see through there that it's a pretty good figure. Okay, that is John Steed, and here we have his Bentley. Now this is an absolutely amazing looking vehicle. Oh, I've left the let me just remove. I'm just going to take this off. Okay, so I just removed the other bit of strapping which holds that held it into the box. So I took the one off the front and I missed the one at the back, so I've just removed that. So this is John Steed's vintage green Bentley. Now this is really nice because it is the exact colour as the one that he drove in the television series. Unlike the earlier Corgi version that was done with the 2 figures and the Lotus, that was red or burgundy, but this is the right colour for the actual television series, and it is a lovely looking model, and it is very detailed. It is die cast metal, so the whole of the body is die cast metal, even the mud flaps which run, or mud guards I should say, which run all the way the length of the car. The base is all metal as well, and you've got that long metal exhaust pipe which is cast in brass. So yeah, I mean, and it says Bentley on the bottom there. It's got Corgi Classics on there, and yeah, I can't quite see what that says on the yeah, can't quite see what that says, but never mind, it's so small, it's insignificant anyway. Okay, and the interior, so you've got the brown seats on the inside. You've got the light brown dashboard and steering wheel, and I think that was no, that's the horn at the side there. And I think they were travel bags, so like a boot, so you'd open them up and put things in them and close them down again. And obviously you had the top which come over. This is all molded down, so you can't actually move it. But yeah, so that was the fold down back. Obviously you got the headlights at the front there and the grille, and that's about it really. I mean, functionality wise, the only thing you've got is the free rolling wheels. There's no other functionality on this item. You have got the windscreen there which is opened. You can see it opens up at the bottom, yeah, so it shows it as actually part opened. So that really is the model. Let's just get some sizes of this to give you an idea of the size. So we're looking at a length of about 10½ centimeters. And if we measure to the, yeah, so it's about 10½ centimeters from the front of the bumper to the back of the exhaust pipe, 10½ centimeters. And if we measure the widest point across the body, we're looking at 4½ centimeters. And height wise, we will go from the bottom of the wheel to the top of the screen, and we're looking at 3½ centimeters. So that gives you an idea of the size of the car. So how well did these particular models do, these Corgi Classics do? Well, They didn't do as well as we all thought they was going to do, to be perfectly honest with you, which is a shame really, but these models were geared for adults. They were not for children. So whereas all the previous releases, the early ones were released for ages 3 and up, and all the adults bought them for their children to play with. These particular models were for the adult collector. So it literally was for people to buy to display. There was no playability with these models at all. They are so detailed and so delicate that obviously you wouldn't be playing with these. They literally are just there to be displayed. So yeah, they didn't sell as well as they probably would have done if they were for the younger audience. And also, being that this was 1998 and the TV series hadn't aired for nearly 30 years, so you know it was really only the adults that would know what these were. So again, I don't think they sold to the potential that they could have done. But anyway, moving on, these items now 26 years later, extremely collectible and very, very hard to find, especially in this mint unused condition. Well, it was unopened really until I opened it and removed it from the packaging. Otherwise it was still had never been removed from the box. So finding them in this condition is very difficult. You can pick some of these up online on some of the platforms. They do pop up from time to time, but they're usually unboxed, or they're without the figure, or there's some damage to the model, some scratch work and what have you. But very difficult to find in this mint unused condition. But as usual, yes, you know it, we at Midas Touch have managed to find a few, and they're currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It'll take you straight to the website, and you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Corgi items and many other vintage toys, games and collectibles. There's over 10,000 products currently available on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody, and I am absolutely positive you will not want to miss this, because we literally have thousands and thousands of new products which we're shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So if there is something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you might want to buy for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories, well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item we upload could be that item you've been looking for. Okay, that is it for me on this particular item. I do hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.